Hi, everyone. Welcome to Inside the VA Team Experts Academy podcast series, powered by VA Team Experts Academy, where we train, guide, and inspire the next generation of world class virtual assistants.
Here, we share real stories, practical tips, and lessons straight from VAs who started just like you. So you can also learn, grow, and thrive in your own VA career.
I'm Dennis, one of the premier instructors here at VA Team Experts Academy.
And I'm Tiffany, also one of the premier instructors. Here we have our senior project manager, Ma'am Meg Sanchez.
Hi guys, my name is Meg Sanchez. I'm one of the senior project managers here in VA Team Experts. Welcome to our podcast.
Okay, so let's dive into today's episode.
And today, we kick off with our very first episode, or episode 1, entitled How I Landed My First Client and Overcame Fear. We have here a very special guest. He's a graduate of our VA bootcamp, and he's here to share the story of how he landed his very first client and fears, or the fears he faced, and how he overcame them. Please welcome Paul Gonzaga.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul Gonzaga.
Okay, so let's start with a quick intro, Paul. Can you tell us a little more about yourself and your background before joining the academy?
My name is Paul Daniel Gonzaga. Before joining the VA Team Experts Academy, I work as a project engineer and also a product distributor for an ice cream company. I was mainly responsible for managing day-to-day operations, and with the rise of remote work and virtual assistant opportunities, I became interested in exploring this field, although I had no idea where to begin.
Okay, that's great. And thank you for sharing, Paul, a bit of your background and your experience. And at this time, I will be asking you a question about fears and doubts. So now a lot of VA or new VAs feel nervous before they even start. My question, what fears or doubts did you have before becoming a VA?
So mainly my biggest fear was my lack of experience. I knew many others applying for VA roles with much more background than I had, and I am worried about whether I could stand out or not.
So I think many of us can relate to that, right? Since we started, most of us VAs, nag-start tayo ng wala talagang halos experience. So madalas lang din naman is yung mga VAs ay wala talagang experience. Kumbaga, they don't have like a prior experience from being a VA. So I can totally relate to that as well. Okay, now so Paul, just a question again, how did the bootcamp help you prepare for client work?
So the bootcamp helped me tremendously in building my confidence through mock interviews, consultations, and guidance on finding the right niche for me. I was able to prepare myself for a real client opportunities.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And yes, sometimes having the right guidance makes all the difference. I believe our senior project manager, Megs, can attest to that. Can you share something about our VA bootcamp, Megs?
Sure. Our VA bootcamp basically is gonna be for generalist VAs. It covers topics from the basic admin tasks to an overview of the more specialized niches that we have. Paul right here was very lucky because he's actually one of our first batch that graduated from our VA bootcamp. He then enrolled to VA Unlimited, and after 2 weeks was directly hired by a client under the real estate niche. So Paul right now is currently working on upskilling himself for transaction coordinator. So the VA bootcamp is a stepping stone for aspiring VAs to not only build their skills but also build their confidence.
Great.
I agree. Thank you, Megs.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tiffany, do you want to add something?
Yes, VA Career Bootcamp, it is good for aspiring virtual assistants as well as existing VAs, just like Ma'am Megs mentioned, upskilling. So it also values upskilling and giving more information and tips, especially for those who are newbies or new to this industry.
Yeah. Thank you. And yes, I'm a proud instructor and a mentor because Paul is my student.
Nice.
Anyway, now the big moment, Paul. What was your experience like landing your first ever client?
Well, landing my first ever client made me extremely happy and proud. Even though I had less experience compared to other VAs, the bootcamp gave me the confidence and preparation I needed to handle the client interview successfully.
That must have been such a rewarding feeling for you, Paul. Do you remember how you celebrated your um
First paycheck?
yes.
The first paycheck I received, I actually treated my I actually treated Kyle to a meal because she was the one
Wow.
who helped me throughout the process. And also Megs.
Nice. Okay, Paul, so before we wrap up, what advice would you give to the new VAs or aspiring VAs who are scared to take that first step?
So my advice is not to let fear hold you back. I was once in the same position, unsure of where to start. Programs like the VA Bootcamp can help you build confidence and skills you need. And with persistence, you can also land your first client just like I did.
Yes, powerful advice, Paul. And I hope our viewers, our future or aspiring VAs, take that to heart. Okay, so Paul, thank you so much for sharing your journey. We're proud of how far you've come and can't wait to see where your VA career takes you next.
Thank you.
And that is our first episode of Inside the VA Team Experts Academy. To everyone, if you're just starting out or still on the fence about becoming a VA, we hope Paul's story inspired you to take action and invites you to enroll to our academy.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast and join us again for episode 2. And you can follow www.vateamexpertsacademy.com for more details. Until next time or until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day, guys.
Have a good day.
Bye.